Sairam students, I hope that you all are fine and I wish that too. Students, you all know that we have started with the main reader with the first unit of Beehive, that is the fun they had. Now, as I have told you that in each unit there are going to be two things, one prose work and one poem. So, we have completed with the prose work the fun they had. Now, in this video, we are going to deal with the poem The Road Not Taken. So, let us begin. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Robert Frost, full name was Robert Lee Frost, born on 26 March 1874 and died on 29th of January 1963. He was an American poet and he was admired for his depiction of the rural life of New England. Robert Frost is generally considered to be the national poet of America. He described the new wilderness and the people of the region with great insight and wisdom. Robert Frost is also praised for his use of New Englanders' dialogue and native wit. Some of the best known famous poems of this four-time Pulitzer Award winner are Mending Wall, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, The Onset, Death of the Hired Man, and of course The Road Not Taken. Before we start with the poem, let us see a brief introduction of this poem. This poem was written in the year 1915 in England. This is not only Frost but world's best known poem. It is the finest poem by Robert Frost. It's a poem with deep implication. It deals with the problem of making right choice. Through the symbol of road, here Robert Frost trying to tell us that sometimes we face such situations in our life that we have different option, but we have to choose one for us that will decide our future, and it is very difficult for us to choose one option for our future. So let us see that how through this poem he tells that how a common man face such problems in his or her day-to-day life. So let us begin, but before that there are certain difficult words in this poem which we are going to deal with. The first word is diverged. Diverged means went in different direction or separate. When something went in different direction or when something separate, that is known as diverge. Like our opinions diverge from each other. Our opinions diverge from each other. The second word is trodden. Trodden. The meaning is walked on. Like this road is heavily trodden, being walked dozen of people in a day. That means when something on which someone walks a lot, that is known as walked on. The next word is sigh. Sigh. The meaning is deep breath. Deep breath can either be for the relief, for tension, for happiness. It depends on the situation. So we can give a sentence like, the light came on and he breathed a sigh of relief. The next word is equally lay. Equally lay means when something is lying in the same manner, that is known as equally lay. They equally lay under the shade of the tree. They equally lay under the shade of the tree. The next word is better claim. Better claim, that is something which is more preferable. That is known as better claim. Like cold food would be better claim in this heat. Cold food would be better claim in this heat. So these are the words. Now let us begin with the explanation. Students, you can see here that this is the poem The Road Not Taken, which is in your NCERT book, and this poem is having 4 passages. Each passage is having 5 lines. So we are going to deal with each passage and with its explanation one by one. So let us begin. The first passage says that 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Here in the first line he says, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood. So first of all, what does yellow wood means? Yellow wood means, wood here stands for forest. And yellow means when the leaves of the forest are turning yellow, that means the autumn season was there. So the poet was traveling during the autumn season in the forest, and here he says that the 2 roads diverged. Diverged means when the single road was separated into 2 different paths. And sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Now in the second line he says that sorry, I cannot travel both the roads at the same time as a traveler. It is impossible for me to go on both the roads at the same time. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. So here he says that I was standing at a junction where the 2 roads are dividing, and I was thinking which road I should choose. So I was staring at both of them, but the greenery of the forest blocked my way. So the first passage says that whenever a situation comes in our life, that we have a situation in which different options are there for us, and we have to choose the one. So it is impossible for us to go for each and every options. In that situation we have to opt for one, and that option will decide our future. And when we are deciding that option, we have to think a lot, because we know that this option will decide our future. Same way the poet was also doing that. He says my destiny will be decided by this roads, my destination will be decided by this road, so I should be very careful while deciding which path I have to move on. So that's why he was standing at the junction and he was staring at the roads, that which road I should go on and which road I should opt for. So this was the first passage. Now in the second stanza says that then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. So in this stanza the poet is saying that I took the other road. It can be the second road. The road which he didn't choose, we can give the name as the first road, and the road which he chose, we can say that it was the second road. And he says that I choose the second road because I found that they were equally fair, and having perhaps the better claim, that I choose this road because I think that in future I'll get a better advantage of this road, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Why? This road will give advantage to him, that this road was grassy and wanted wear here means that it was less traveled by peoples. That means this road nobody has opted in past, and that's why now he is choosing this path because he think because he is choosing this path because he thinks that this grassy and less traveled road will give him a better future, or he will get his destination from this road. He opted for this road because he thought that this was less traveled, no more people have traveled on this or walked on this path. But when he passed on that road, when he was traveling on that road, then he realized that had warned them really about the same. Last line says that when he was traveling on that second road, he Now he can see that this road was equally traveled by the people as the first road was. So through this poem, through this stanza, the poet is trying to say that I chooses the another option because I don't want to be the part of the race. I don't want to be a part of a crowd. That's why it chooses for the second option, that I will do something different from other people. But when I traveled on that road, I saw that it was equally traveled by the people as the first road was. So this was the second passage. Now the third passage. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden back. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now the poet says that both paths were similar that morning. Both had leaves on them, and no one had stepped on them as they were still green in color. He decided that the day he would take one path and keep the other path for another day. So when he decided that he will go on the second road which he chooses, and he kept in mind that I will come another day and I'll travel the second one. But although it is not possible, not practically possible, that we will come to that situation again when where we have been given the same options, so it was practically impossible. Although he know that one way leads on to the another way, and he knew that he would never come back to that choice. Similarly, even it's in our life that once we choose an option, we must keep on moving ahead with that option, and we never get a chance to come back and take the another option we had left earlier. So in this passage, the poet is saying the same thing, that when we have the situation when we have to choose a option for our future, which will decide our future, our destination, we have to think a lot. And it is impossible that one day we will come back to that situation again and we will go on to the another option which we left on that day. That is impossible. So now this was your third passage. So now in the stanza 4 says that I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So here, the second stanza, somewhere ages and ages means in future. So he says that in the years to come, the poet will be telling other about the choice he made. While doing so, he would sigh either with relief that he made the right choice or with regret that he made the wrong choice. Whether right or wrong, the choice will have had a significant impact on his life. He would tell that since he had taken the road less traveled, it made all the difference. Thus, the poet speaks of the basic problem of making the right choice. He says that many alternatives are available at the time of choice, but the man has to select one. It is only the future that will reveal whether the decision is wrong or right. After taking decision, we cannot undo them. We can only regret them or accept them. Even if we wish, we cannot start again. So this was your poem, The Road Not Taken. Now let us see what is the main theme of the poem Road Not Taken. Here the poet is saying that it is often impossible to see where our decision going to lead us, but we should make decision in our life with confidence and very swiftly. The poem also comprises of uncertainty and perplexing situations we face in our life, or we have when we are facing such situations in our life. So it is because life is full of choices, and the choices we make define the whole course of our life. Similarly, the narrator faces a situation during his travel. He finds two roads at a point where he has to choose one and he has to abide by his choice. However, he also has a feeling that his choice will confront him with the new adventure and challenges. Though there is some regret over his choices, yet he has encountered new places, he has visited that path that has made all difference in his life. So the main thing is that we will face such situations in our life where we have to make such choices which will decide our future. First thing, that we have to be very confident, we should make decision very swiftly. And second thing, we should not regret after making that decision. We should abide, that means we should stick to what we have make in our life. Whatever decision we will make, it will always show us some good thing or some bad thing, but that doesn't mean that that choice was wrong for us. So let us see now what is actually the message given in this poem by Robert. The road not taken seemed to hold out that moral that life is a continuous journey full of divergence every now and then. The important thing is to abide to the decision we made in our life without looking back whether the choice of path taken was right or wrong. We cannot get everything in our life and have two choices. Whatever direction our life take is determined by the choice we make. Make a wise choice and be firm. Keep on moving without being a dilemmatic condition. Be confident in your choice. So he says that the actual message given in this poem is that us at every point we will get such a situation where we have to make a decision out of many choices. Life is continuous, where continuous journey with full of divergence. At every point we will get divergence. That, like, we can give an example from the student, like after 10th you will get a divergence. Either you want to go for commerce, arts or science, but in future you should not regret after making a choice at this point, that why I have to take that stream which will give me more benefit. No, whatever stream you have chosen or whatever choice you have made in your life, it will give you some benefit, it will give you some uh, loss also, but you should abide to what you have made in your life. Now, is the title significant? Is the title correct? Or why he has given the title The Road Not Taken? The road here is the symbol of the choices we make in our life. Many times we regret the choice made by us. What is done once cannot be undone. Man yearns for what he has denied in life rather than what he has chosen. So the poet has given the title The Road Not Taken. Why? Because we have the habit of crying on such thing which we didn't get in our life. Like in this poem, the poet is crying for the road he has not taken, and he is earning for that. But he didn't see that what he got. So it is he is saying through the title that we should not cry for what we didn't get, but we should be happy after choosing the choice after choosing the road, or after making a choice in our life. So I hope you liked the explanation of this poem, and on the basis of this explanation, here I have given you certain questions as a home assignment which you all have to do. Students, stay home, stay safe, and thank you so much.